Alright, so I've attached a GoPro mount suction cup to this. This is all hooked on here by magnets. So I'm going to pull it off. And it just comes off nice and easy, and lift it up, and I'm not going to touch it with my fingers. I'm going to set it over here in a static free area. I'm just going to leave it set where it'll be protected. These are all magnets, and these magnets are what hold the screen on there. All right, the next thing you got to do is you got to remove 4 screws. One here, one here, one here, and one there. So I'm using this is magnetic, so it'll hold the screw on there. I won't lose it. It's a good thing to use. Except for it's kind of tricky getting it in there. There we go. And they come out pretty easy. You just don't want to lose them, and you want to try not to touch your screen. So you get all those out. Okay. You get 4 on both sides. As you can see, they're very magnets are strong. All right. So anyway, pull them all out. You got on both sides. You got 4 screws that you got to take out. And now you're ready to pull your screen out. What I've done is I put a box back here so this can't fall back too far. And so now what you want to do is, because that's magnetic, you want to use something that's not magnetic. And these are made out of plastic. And so I should be able to get behind the screen and pop it out. And then I'm just going to set them in there for now. Got one here, one here. So now I've got the screen loose and I'm going to pull it out, but there's a number of connectors in the back that we're going to get to. So I'm going to change the camera angle. Alright, so what we're going to do is push forward. We're going to grab this and we're going to try not to lift it too far, because up in this left-hand corner is a vertical sync cable that we have to remove. And you just pop the tabs and it should come right out. So there, we got it. No problem. So as you can see, there's 2 little tabs on it, and you just pull it straight up. That came out of here. Now we've got to take this off, pull this off, and we've got to get this over here off, which is a little tricky. I'm going to show you how to do it. So now we've got to release the backlight power cable, and the way we do that is we got to push against it. At the same time, we're going to push it down. Okay, getting this one off is a little tricky. If you look, you've got to pop the top of this off right here. So you got to push down and get that top to pop off. Now the best thing to do is to get a little tool that you can stick inside that little crevice so that it just gets off of there, and then you can pull it straight down. So this is not as easy as it looks. So I got to get a little tool to do that with. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's right there? That little lip, it's got to come off of there, and then it pops off. So let me see if I can do it with this nylon tool. This thing has got if you look, it's got a little itty bitty lip on it. Hopefully I can get it in there. So if I push it this way, and I pop that on there, and I put some downward pressure on it, it should come off. And I do believe we got her off. So this thing here, there's a little lip that grabs this little area here, and you have to push this down and it opens it. They don't tell you that in the instructions on how to do this. So that's important. All right, next we have to get the DisplayPort cable out. If you look down there, you're going to see there's a little tab. We got to pull that plastic tab up and then pull it straight up. So we're going to try that right now. So I'm going to get down in there. Got the plastic tab, hold it up, and then that should come right out of there. But doesn't want to do that, does it? Doesn't look like it wants to come out of there at all. Alright, well what we're going to do is we're going to remove that little tab there. And then if we have to, we can just set this down. Okay, this one's out. Now, so you have to kind of pull down on this tab and then pull up. Let me show you. So there's this tab here has a little bar on it. So you got to kind of pull down and then pull up. And then it should come out easy, which it seems to have done. So we've got all of our stuff taken off. Now we've got to put our screen somewhere where it's going to be safe, and we do not want in a static free area. Double check and make sure everything's off. Bam, we've removed our screen. So I'm going to put it over here. Alright, so just to reiterate, right here's 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs that we had to pull off. And you got to be very careful because you don't want to screw up your computer. So this is what the interior of it looks like. Right here, that's the hard drive that I got to deinstall or take out. So you can see there's 1, 2 little screws, and that's all we got to do is take those off there. So use the exact same tool, put it in there, and here we go. 1, set it down there if you don't want to lose it, and 2. Done. Now, this hard drive should just slide right out of there. I should just be able to pick it up. You've got, so now we're going to slide it up, but before we do that, we got to take the SATA connectors. These 2 connectors here have to be pulled off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, power, pop it, and pop it. You got to be careful because there could be electricity still in here. Should come right off there. Bam, done. This is on every single computer. Doesn't matter if it's a PC or a Mac. They're all like that, the exact same thing. You see this little gold here? There's your connectors. Here's your 2 things that go on there. Okay, now this is all done. So now we should just be able to pull it right out of there. And what we're going to have to do is take these 2 off and put them on the new hard drive. Okay. Okay, so we pulled off this hard drive that crashed on me. As you can see, it's a Barracuda 720E, 1000 bytes. So that was a 1 terabyte drive. We need to take this static thing and put it on our new drive too. So you got to remember that. We got to take these 2 little connectors off. And we got to take this off because we got to attach this to our drive. And we got to attach these to our new drive. And then we can just set it in there and put it all back together. The new one that I got is a 2 terabyte drive, but it's an SSD HD, which is a solid state hybrid drive. So it has flash and it has a regular hard drive, so it should work better, and I'll show you that one in a minute. Okay, so I had to change the head on this. So we've got a new one, and we're just going to take these off of there. Want to make sure you don't lose the screw. Save those. So this bracket here has to go on the new hard drive. We'll just set that there. Flip this over. Should be the same. So these come right out, and you're going to need these for your new hard drive because that's the way it slides in there. So save those. Do not want to lose these 2 suckers. You can lose a screw, but if you lose these, man, you're screwed. You can't get your hard drive in there. Oh, good thing I got a look. Good thing I got a magnetic thing, huh? All right, so that's that. All right, this right here is my toolkit that I use to do any kind of work on iPhones, Macs, and You can buy it at Amazon for pretty cheap. So I've got the new hard drive. It's 2 terabytes. It's an SSHD. It's the latest thing. This is the newest technology. It's somewhere between a hard drive and a flash drive. It has both characteristics, and it should speed up the computer substantially faster to reboot and to load applications. So we'll see how that works after we put it in there. It's going to go like this. So we got to put our bracket on this side. We got to put our post holes on this side, because here's the SAT keys that we have to plug those things in. So let's make sure I'm doing the right one. Also, I've got to put this thing on it, so don't forget about that. Okay, so first thing first, let's put our bracket on. All right, so it's got to go this way, so we're going to set it right in there. There we go. Now remember, I've got the smaller head on here, which should work on these. Oops. That one's in. This one doesn't want to seem to go in good. All right, that one's in. All right, we got a bracket on the one side. Now we got to put our post holes in here. So I'm going to get this on here like this. Pick her up, and I'll go right in here. All right, so putting it right in, snugget it up. Get the other one. Maybe I'll start it with my fingers. Get it in there. All right. Tight, looking good. All right, these babies are on there. Right now we're ready to put our hard drive inside, but before we do that, we want to peel this off and set it right on the front of that. All right, just like it is on this one, same spot. So this adhesive should still be good. I pull this off. This is to protect it from static. And so we're going to put it in the exact same spot. So we're going to put it right here. And that should protect it, just like as it was on here when we set it up. Right now, we're going to go ahead and install this. All right, so we'll come in here, make sure it sets into those little holes, fits right in, perfect, yeah, done. And we got to put 2 screws in there. All right. So I'm going to grab these, put them on. Now I got to change my head because these are bigger. So put that back. Go back to this head here. I'm going to use this one. And this should be good for the rest of the installation. Okay. It's magnetic, so hopefully I won't drop it, not lose it behind something. Okay, there we go. One, done. Next one. Right there. Okay. So far, so good. Looks good. Now we got to attach all of our cables and put our screen back together. And let's get a little closer view for you. Okay. So we got to put these back on. So we're going to just slide that right on there. No problem. SAT. Bam. Right now, we're ready to go. We've completely hooked our thing back up. Now the key thing is we got to put this, and this back together without screwing up our project. So you got to be very careful reinstalling these. So you're going to push down, push up, and push down. All right, let's try it. Okay, over here I have my screen ready to go. I want to make sure I don't touch the front of it or get any of the oil of my hands on it. I'm going to slide it right back in there, and then we're going to reattach those 4 cables, hopefully successfully. Cross your fingers. All right, here we go. So first things first, pick up our screen. We're going to slide it right down in there. I got a little box behind it so that it doesn't do anything crazy. So first I'm going to put in this cable here. Just going to nice and easy slide it in there. Okay, this is trickier than it looks. So, right, this is trickier than it looks. You see it's got to slide right down in there. It's very, 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 very tight. So we've got to slide that thing in there. It's going to be tough. So now I've got it slid up. If you look, it's a very, very thin little thing to get in there. So we're going to lean this against my body. And I get the handle up. Hopefully I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to push it. Gotta go down into there. You really need a magnifying glass to do this. This is so amazingly tight. Got it. Right now you got to pull that little thing down so that it stays in there. By Joe, I do believe we've got it in there. Didn't think I was ever going to get that in there. All right, next we got to put this thing in, which should be a breeze compared to that thing. All right. Of course, it's never a breeze. Keep 2 fingers. All right, so we slid that in. We pulled the thing down. Now we got to get the other one in there. So we've got to keep some light on the subject. Find that little hole. Actually, having smaller fingers would really help. All right, we got her in there. We got these 2 connections done. Now we got to do our other 2 on the other side. Okay, now I got to put this in, but I got to be careful that I don't rip out my other wires. I'm going to use both my fingers. Just give you a little light. You can see it slides right in there. But does it slide in easy? Hell no. Alright, anyway, I'm going to push it up and it's going to clip. Got to use both hands. Fuck. Okay, there we go. And clipped. That's on. Holy shit, I actually did it. All right, our last one is up here. So now we got to get here. Hook this sucker together, which is our last little deal. See if we can do it. All right, let's see if I can get this last thing in. Try to keep my hands out of the... Problem is then as soon as I go to do it, I lose my light. Right, so this goes right in there. I'm hoping I get it all right in there. Perfect. Right there. And I think I did it. Shit. Great. Now we got to put it back together and see if it works. Time to put all the screws back in. Yeah. I really need all these screws. I guess. Oh shit. That's not good. Magnets are a pain in the ass. right, done. All right, last thing. Put on our screen. Got to get it right in these little holes. So it slides in there. Bam, done. Voila, finito. Now if I can just get that suction cup off there. Okay, just installed the 2 terabyte hard drive. Now I need to format it and upload the OS Yosemite and then recover all of my data off of my time machine. So you're going to need to be hardwired with a keyboard and the mouse, and you're going to need the Thunderbolt cable to connect to your other computer. So you're going to hold the T for target, and then you're going to start the computer. All right, looks like it's starting up. Holding the T. Bam. Okay, so it shows that like, there's something going on there. It shows that I get the firewire hooked to this. So I'm looking good. Next, I'm going to turn on the laptop and I'm going to put it into recovery mode. So as I do that, I'm going to do Command R. Command R and then start it up. Oh, there you go. So it looks like I got to shut it down. All right. So let's go shut down. Shut this baby down. Okay, so what we have to do is we got to start up the command computer, my iMac Pro, in recovery mode. So you're going to press Command R. So I press that and then I turn it on. You got to hold it. So it's going to come on. May take a while. There's my progress bar. Hopefully this hard drive doesn't crash. I'm already getting tired with my one hand. Alright, we're going to go handheld now. Alright, so when you get into recovery mode, you'll see you've got Restore from Time Machine, Install OS X, Help Online, and Disk Utility. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple different things here. Well, in the final analysis, I had to take it to Apple and have them install the operating system. And once I did that, it was a cinch to just go ahead and back up Time Machine. But anyway, there we go. It's working fine. Excellent job. Thank you very much. Bye.